Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey, back with another video. I just want to quickly go over the Leafs' potential lines for the 2023-2024 season, but in a way where it's just perfect balance. I don't know if this is necessarily my prediction, and I'll probably drop like official predictions before the season, just based on the Leafs' moves they make and the sense I'm getting from the roster. But overall here, as we're sitting here in August, I'm just thinking of Nick Robertson potentially being healthy, fellow US guy with Austin Matthews. We saw them hook up on that OT goal in the season with Tyler Bertuzzi, so you have everything in there. Bertuzzi brings obviously the physicality and playmaking, and you got 2 goal scorers. Holmberg, I think Holmberg can bring a lot. I think he could be in the top 9 potentially as soon as this season. Yeah, maybe you swap Holmberg and Jarnkrok here and have Jarnkrok with Domi and Marner, Holmberg with Kampf and Lafferty, or Reeves on the 4th line. But I'm giving Holmberg the edge in terms of overall game. We know he can play great defensive hockey, and I think Domi's defensive lapses with guys like Holmberg and Marner could help a lot. Nyes, Tavares, Nylander. If that is your 3rd line, that is disgusting. Yeah, you could consider Domi, Marner, Holmberg as the 3rd line if you wanted, but tell me right now, if you're looking at another team, having these three lines to throw out there at any given time is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Having Matthews, Tavares, Domi as centers. Yeah, you know what? They might start Domi on the wing and have Kampf in a bigger role. I could see that as possible, but I'm just going for best balance here. And if you're talking about best balance, having Matthews, Domi, Tavares, or Kampf on at any time, yes, Domi's defensive liability at times, but Holmberg can step in and be a center. We know how high Keefe was on Holmberg last year, being a defensive center, as well as potentially scoring. So I think at any given time, you could also just shift Holmberg to the center spot and have Domi and Marner on the wings. So I think this is the scenario for absolute balance throughout the Leafs lineup. You could throw out any 3 lines here and get offense on any given shift. And I think you have your defensive guys that you could throw out there as well. If you wanted a shift that's more defensive, you put Kampf in the Domi spot and you have Holmberg, Kampf, and Marner out there. You're laughing. You've got your penalty killers. You've got 2 great power plays that are balanced. Like I said, you could run Matthews, Marner. I would even give like Bertuzzi a shot in front of the net. And then you could run Nylander and Riley. Then the second unit could have Tavares, Nyes, Robertson. And then you could run, I would say you run potentially 2 defense in that case. I would run Klingberg and Liljegren as the second unit. So you could even shift Nylander, the fellow Swede, with Klingberg, and then have Nylander, Klingberg, Liljegren, and Jarnkrok on the second unit. I think that'd be pretty cool as well. So you have different options here, but I do think this is the best balance for your forward group.